Is there improvement there, Gab? Do you see a resurgent Man United, especially next year?
No, I do not.
Should they stay with Ten Hag or not?
Ten Hag's got to go. PE teacher, off you go, mate. Really? Not been good enough. Last year winning a trophy. Where's the process? Where's the improvement? Where's the next step? No Champions League this season. It's a step backwards. He's talking about, it's amazing. Back-to-back cup finals.
What if they were to beat City in the cup final?
Don't matter, Al. In a final, in a one-off game, that can happen. They just got over the line against Coventry. For me, they need a total reset. Get rid of some of these players. I would sell Rashford because Mbappe will be leaving PSG to go Real Madrid, they're saying. So it's a perfect fit for him to go to PSG. Get some big money for Rashford and start buying some more players with a manager who, you see a future with. I don't see Manchester United next season breaking into the top four. And really? This is embarrassing for Manchester United fans. We got Bardo on there. Bardo, who played for Manchester United. And a Manchester United fan. He will agree that Manchester United, 24 points behind Arsenal.
How do you know I agree? Let's say good morning, Phil Bardsley. Phil, morning.
Good morning, Bardo.
Good morning.
God, he's giving it large. Yeah, I think I'm sitting next to Fergie here, Phil.
Gabby, did you get on the wrong side of the bed, pal?
Yeah, mate. The aircon wasn't working in the hotel, Bardo.
You need to stay out of that yard.
Phil, what do you reckon? I just don't know what to make of United at the moment. I really don't.
Yeah, it's tough, Al, to be honest. Obviously, you don't know what you're going to get from week to week performance-wise. Same again last night. I was there at the game. Was nervy at times. First half an hour looked comfortable. Had plenty of shots on target. Obviously, just didn't have that cutting edge in the final third. And then obviously a lacking confidence again from Onana. Obviously a cheap mistake, which can happen. But you need to concentrate in key moments in games, and giving a cheap goal away and gives Sheffield United a little bit of confidence. And we made hard work of it. But got over the line last night, and it was less than convincing. But 3 points on the board, and you want to try and build momentum going forward into the remaining league games and into this cup final.
As a neutral, Bardo, when I look at Manchester United, I look at Bruno Fernandes has been very good recently, hasn't he? He's sort of getting Manchester United over the line in games. Garnacho, Sharp, Højlund looks like a player who's going to improve as well. Mainu looks like a talented midfielder, but do they really need to start getting rid of the likes of, Casemiro, some of the older players who Varane, and start bringing in some younger quality players? Because to be 24 points behind Arsenal isn't a process, is it, Bardo?
No, it's certainly not good enough for the standards of Manchester United, being obviously 24 points behind the leaders. So there is a lot of work to be done. Obviously, top four was where they wanted to be come the end of the season. We're going to be way short of that, as you just said. But if you was to win a trophy, you was to win the FA Cup, which is obviously going to be difficult playing against, obviously, arguably the best team in Europe, although they've gone out of the Champions League. Yeah. It's going to be very difficult. So, if we come away with that with nothing, it will be a disappointing season, of course. And, obviously with the new ownership in place, there's obviously a lot going on in the hierarchy at the club. So it'll be interesting to see what happens player-wise. I think they do need to spend some money and bring the right type of players into the squad. Now that remains to be seen what players leave the club. But I'd imagine there will be a lot of players leaving.
And Phil, that also, the manager doesn't make all the decisions, director of football, etc. But Ten Hag, do you get the feeling maybe, I don't know, I'm trying to warm to this guy, but I'm finding it difficult, to be honest. And he snapped at the press, and I thought, don't do that. Try and keep people on your side, even if you disagree, Fergie could get away with that, but Ten Hag for me can't, because I just feel he's got to somehow get the team and the players totally behind him, and I don't think that's happening at the moment.
Yeah, you'd think so, Al. Obviously, it's a really difficult one. Obviously, last year, getting to winning a cup, getting to another cup final, top four, and then this year you was full of confidence going into the season. But you have to say, obviously, injuries have not played a good part for him in terms of obviously key players. He's lost that key parts of the season. Now, listen, I'm not making any excuses for him, but it certainly doesn't help a manager when he's losing, obviously, the likes of Martinez, who's obviously a key player in what the manager wants to and how he wants to play. So, you know, there's been a lot of disruption in the back four, and I think that's why, obviously, conceding a lot of goals you can see from that point of view. But it's been a really frustrating season, and obviously the ownership have got a lot to do and a lot to think about come the end of the season, regardless of what the outcome will be.
What about Marcus Rashford, Bardo? Because, you know, I really like him. You know, what he's done in his career, the attributes that he's got, quick, left foot, right foot, free kicks, the lot, hasn't he? But something's been off this season, and I don't know what it is, mate. And do you see Man United looking at it and thinking, if there's an offer from, say, a PSG, that they do sell him?
It's a tough one again, Gabby, because we know the talent he's got. He's obviously a talented boy, and the problem you've got is not young anymore. He's not a young player. So, you know, he's had a difficult season himself. Not many goals or assists, and you know, the worrying thing is as well the way he probably looks. He doesn't
the body language, absolutely.
Yeah,
Phil, yeah.
I think you look at him when he plays football. I think we all know, obviously, when you go on a football pitch, you try and enjoy yourself as much as possible. And he just doesn't look happy in himself. So I think it'll be a big summer for him.
Do you think he goes to Euros, Phil?
I'm not sure at the minute, Al. I'm not sure. On form, you'd probably say no, but with the talent he's got and what he can bring to the party, I think there's every chance he could make the plane. So, listen, if he finishes the season strong and stays injury-free, he's got every chance, but he certainly, obviously, come the summer, he needs to recharge himself and have a big pre-season. Obviously, depending on what the ownership do and the type of players you want to bring in, will be down to if Marcus stays or goes.
Yeah, Phil, I couldn't agree more. Great to talk, pal.
Top man, Bardo.
On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.